Good evening. I'd like to call this Monday, June 16th, Mid-State Technical College District Board of Directors meeting to order. Roll call, Angie.
Sean Becker, Betty Brewski Malik,
Here.
Kim Johnson,
Here.
Rick Gordon,
Here.
Ron Rasmussen, Chuck Spargo,
Here.
Ari Vang, Terry Whitmore, Ryan Ziegler.
Here.
This Monday, June 16th, 2025 meeting of the Mid-State Technical College District Board of Directors and all other meetings of the board and/or its committees is open to the public in compliance with state statutes. Notice of this meeting has been sent to news media and designated persons in an attempt to make the citizens of the Mid-State Technical College District aware of the place, time, and agenda of the meeting. Open forum. The open forum is at the option of the board chairperson, and ground rules have been established to ensure the orderly conduct of business. This is a meeting of the district board open to the public and not a public hearing. Persons who wish to address the district board may make a statement as long as it pertains to a specific agenda item. Individuals should not expect to engage in discussion with the members of the district board. The district board chairperson may or may not respond to statements made. Is there anyone here this evening to address the board?
No.
Okay, on to meeting minutes. I'd entertain a motion to approve the May 19th meeting minutes.
So move.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Consent agenda. We have the payment of bills and payroll. We have the contracted service agreements and procurement of goods and services.
We reviewed these in the Finance and Infrastructure Committee, and we're satisfied with the discussion, all questions were answered, so I make a motion to approve.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Angie, roll call.
Betty Brewski Malik,
Yes.
Kim Johnson,
Yes.
Chuck Spargo,
Yes.
Ari Vang,
Yes.
Ryan Ziegler,
Yes.
Rick Gordon.
Yes. On to chairperson's report. Thank you for being here this evening. Ron, Terry, and Sean, I'll ask to be excused. Terry's up in Canada, so we'll query him when he gets back on how that went. ACCT Leadership Congress is coming up in October 22nd to 25th. The focus is reimagining community college, innovation for a changing world. If you're interested in attending, please contact Ms. Souza. Okay, all right. So proper arrangements can be made. Our next meeting will be Monday, July 14th, and this is the one that's earlier. We have to decide whether we want to begin at 3 or 3:30. Does anybody have any conflicts, any reason one time or another would be preferable?
Anything works for me.
Same here.
Okay, well, let's go with 3:30 then.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay. And last but not least, we have enjoyed the participation and discussion and fellowship for Ari for these last, since when? 2021, these last 4 years. And we appreciate all your work on the board and wish you the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you. Speech. Speech.
I did it the last time. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Appreciate this.
And Ari, could you just mention you are now the SHRM?
I am
SHRM.
president of the Stevens Point HR Association, so it's part of the SHRM chapter in Stevens Point. So moving on to
Society
serve
of
that.
Human Resource Management?
Yes.
Yes, so.
Yep.
Good luck in your
Thank
future leadership position. With that, Shelley?
Yes, so I have a number of updates for you under the 4 different classifications that are in your packet. Campus activities. I have 2 retirees that I want to recognize, and the first one is Sean Z. And Sean is unfortunately not able to be here tonight, but 22 and a half years of service. She has just been, she's a wonderful person, and she's wonderful for our students. Currently supports our nursing program and all the nursing students. She is just going to be missed, very much so. Our second person is here tonight. Yay, Dawn. Dawn's in the back row there, and Dawn has been with us for 10 and a half years of service. And I have a little information for Dawn, about Dawn. Dawn began her career with us on October 7th, 2014 as a campus office assistant. And I think what's so important is as you hear me read this, you're going to see the number of different positions and responsibilities, how Dawn has evolved here at Midstate. Her strong work ethic and commitment led to her promotion to administrative assistant in June 2015. With the restructuring of roles in July 2020, she transitioned into the position of nursing program specialist, and in September 2021, she took on the important role of simulation lab coordinator. She's one of those key people that really made our healthcare simulation center be what it is today. Dawn's adaptability, her professionalism, and her contributions to the allied health and nursing programs have been truly valued. We thank her for over a decade of service and wish her all the best in the next chapter. Dawn, you're such a class act. So, we also have a small token for you, and I don't know, Dawn, if there's anything that you would like to say. I don't want to put you on the spot, but you definitely do not need to. But we're just so happy that we were able to work with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Sad time of the year sometimes, right? Because we have new people that join us, but then we also have some people that are going on to something exciting, which is neat as well. On May 22nd, also kind of year end or at the end of the spring semester ELT, we always have a retreat. We just had it here on our Wisconsin Rapids campus, and we talked about the year. It's been a busy year, and we also talked about the coming year. And I have to tell you that there was good discussion, and I feel like this executive team, again, we're ready. We're ready for whatever may come our way. We also wanted to bring up tonight, all of us as an executive team, to talk about our recent accreditation visit. I know that we shared at our board advance with you the wonderful news, but I know not all of you as board members were able to be at the advance, so I wanted to make sure that we say it again because we love to say it. Really, the Midstate team did a wonderful job of representing, along with you as board members. We had 3 of you that came, and I know that Angie has sent it out to you. I believe it's on the portal as well. But there are 19 criteria that we are evaluated against, and I'm happy to say that we have successfully reached all of those 19 criteria, and there is no recommendation for any monitoring, and it should be full accreditation for another 10 years. So next steps are that they may possibly be putting us on the August board agenda for approval of that 10-year reaffirmation. If they do not put us on their August agenda, it will be in September. But we will definitely be bringing it back to you when we have that signed piece of paper. But I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew where we were at with that, because that really has been a huge accomplishment. We're going to party. We're going to have a celebration with all of our staff at our fall in service, and we're excited about that. We're not quite sure how we'll be doing that yet, but we will definitely thank all of the Midstate team for showing up, because they really did. There's been a lot of work that's been done by a lot of people over the years, and we definitely said we were going to celebrate if we got good results.
Does the HLC take the summer off? Why wait till August?
They do not. I know. I think I don't know. You have those when they get submitted, and then do you hit their agenda list or not? But we responded right away when we got the results. We said, hey, we affirm everything you're saying. But so it's just a matter when our site team submitted the information if it will make the August or the September. But I know, Ryan, you were not here, I think, for the board advance. I just wanted to make sure that I really appreciated your email that you sent to me as well. Also, last Wednesday, June 11th, we hosted actually when I say June 11th, no, we just hosted this, yes, it was, today is Monday, it was last week, June 11th. We hosted our annual Rafters Baseball meet and greet, where we have the Rafters Baseball team members come and they play with the community kids that come. We did 80 haircuts in a very short time, and we had about 100 people who total they got hot dogs, they got to have their nails done, even the baseball rafters walked away with pink nails, I believe. They were, throwing the baseball and checking their speed. They were riding bikes. And I just have to say, seeing these kids with these role models is such a fun, it's a fun event. So definitely something we probably will do, but we are able to do that because of our partnership with the Rafters. Last Thursday, Mandy hosted and her K-12 team, we had a K-12 administrator breakfast. It was well attended and Mandy provided updates, Jackie provided updates, I was able to provide updates. Just know that we have really grown that connection with our superintendents and we feel very fortunate to have them come. They did hold the meeting at a Meta, and there were at least 2 people that attended that had not been in a Meta yet. They had heard about it, so it's always good to get them there. We also had one of our managers, one of Chris's, along with one of our faculty, did a session for them on AI. And I'm just so proud of the work that's been done here that I wanted to share, if I can find my flyer. They have been working with Craig's team, and we put together a flyer for our K through 12s, which is really bringing AI literacy to your classrooms. And they were very excited to see that we have introductory topics that we could do for them, for their staff, maybe either at an in-service or a different meeting. What is AI? Getting started with generative AI tools, digital citizenship in AI, AI in your subject area, the ethics of AI in K through 12 education. And then we also put together some application-focused topics like designing AI integrated assignments and assessments, AI and personalized learning, professional productivity with AI. So you can imagine the superintendents were very happy to know that we're going to continue to be a partner with them. We always want to be their preferred partner, but I want to thank Craig, your team, and really the faculty, Chris. They're doing an outstanding job with us, working with Mandy's team. So wanted to share that because this is really cutting edge stuff. And to really see us there, that's a big deal. And I think a lot of this coursework, Craig and I have been talking, and Chris, every business needs this. I bet we could go to our manufacturing partners, we could go to our healthcare partners and say, hey, do you realize that we have this? And this is really, it's cutting edge, and we're going to be rolling these things out. So,
Do you know if AF was able to make that?
they were not. They were not, Mandy, were they? No, we're not there. Under community involvement, the Mid-State Foundation Golf Outing, huge success last week. I'm happy to tell you that we made over $10,000 in that event. We actually increased it by $2,800 from where we were a year ago. So over $12,000 was brought in. So very, very happy about that. I know Chuck, you were here. Chuck was there, and I think it was just a great event. Nikki did a great job as our new director, and it was just fun. It was lighthearted, and everybody had a good time. Under WTCS updates and PA activities, I did attend May 20th. We did have state board meeting, also had president's meeting. I attended that in Madison. We, as a group of presidents, talked about what are those things that we want to talk about for this coming year. Not surprising, AI, legislative advocacy, also about 2-year colleges starting to offer 3-year bachelor programs, which is something that I wanted to just mention to you. In Arizona, last month, the first community college got approved to offer a 3-year bachelor program, which is the first one in the country. Illinois is right behind them with wanting to have some of the 2-year schools starting to offer 3-year bachelor programs. You may say, how can you do that? What they're doing is they're reducing the number of bachelor credits. Normally it's about 120 to 127 credits for a bachelor's. This particular one is just under 100, it's in the 90s. And what they're doing is since we're almost doing associate degrees in the K through 12, you can really take the credits with us while you're here and then be able to get that bachelor's degree. So is that on the horizon? I don't know, but I thought I would mention it to you because it's definitely higher education is evolving and it's something that we as presidents want to stay in touch with. Also from a joint finance standpoint, we were on the docket last Thursday. I can tell you a number of executive team members, we were all listening and wanting to see what the vote was going to be. We had asked for $45 million. We know that the governor had given us that $45 million. The Joint Finance has given us new state aid. We're very happy about that. And they are giving us $8.2 million. So it's 8.286,600. But it is new money, and we're happy about that. We know now that as they go through and make all of their decisions, it does have to go back to the House and to the Senate, to the Assembly, to be able to approve the budget and so forth. But there is new dollars there for us.
Is that 8.2 million for the biennium or?
Yes, it's 2.7 the first year and 5.5 the second year. So we're disappointed, but we were under the 45 million. We were roughly going to get about $1.6 million. And with this, we will probably get around $200,000 over 2 years. So
What about the WTCS office?
the WTCS office basically got 4 positions deleted, and they only got an increase of $39,800. And they were asking, as you know, for $775,000, something like that. We did, though, we asked for $3 million to help us on the open educational resources, which would be the whole textbook and
Yeah.
electronic. They did give us $3 million for
Okay.
that, so we're very happy. I think they see that that's a benefit for students. We also asked for $5 million so we could be the system that can continue to spearhead AI. They did give us $2 million, so they did give us something. They have not voted yet to give us dollars for our Wisconsin student grants, though, or the financial aid. They have not taken any action on that. They did take action on K through 12 last week, and I'm sure K through 12 is definitely talking about maybe some next steps as well. They did increase the school funding by $336 million, roughly $3 billion less than what Governor Evers had proposed. In many ways, it's not any new state money for them. It's just a higher reimbursement for their special education departments. So I would think that they are feeling a little bit like we are, that we didn't quite get what we were hoping or what we need. The UW system is on this week, I believe, Mandy, is that correct? So we will wait to see what happens there. But we are happy that we did get some new state aid. Just not quite as much as what we need. So it looked, when we listened to it, it looked like it was pretty much down party lines as to who was saying yes and who was saying no. So we'll continue to watch. So you heard us say that we had built in our operational budget about $193,000 this first year, knowing we probably will only be getting about between $80,000 and $100,000 this first year. We will have a little bit of an offset there that we'll definitely do some budget modification on at the time when we know how everything else falls out. So not too far off. Good thing I didn't budget the full amount. So I think the executive team was right on with their thoughts. And then the last item that I just had is I also just wanted to reiterate all of Rick's words are, you're going to be missed. Thank you. You've had a great impact on our college, on our students, on our communities. You've made us all better. So we wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you. It's been a good, I don't know, 4 years. I can't even do the math, but it went by fast. And the team here is great. You guys are in good hands with the board here, and I think you've got a good executive crew, and you yourself a great leader. So
Thanks, Ari. Thank you. I'll take it
Alright.
back to you.
Can I ask
Yeah.
something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Going back up to DBA, the District Boards Association is meeting on June 28th, a virtual meeting. But if everybody would look at our DBA website, nominations are due July 21st. So nominations for Board Member of the Year, Distinguished Alumni, Media, and Tech. So if we could give some consideration for our July board meeting to consider any of these nominations. So there's a nomination form to fill out, and we've done that. So, but I'd certainly like to look at Board Person of the Year award from our college. Okay?
Thank you. Moving on to committee reports, finance and infrastructure. Chuck.
Thank you. You've already addressed the consent agenda items, so I'll move into the treasurer's report. The first item is the budget notifications on page 32. They're primarily grants, creating a budget or carrying it forward or adjusting it to actual. There's about $95,000 revenue and expense in general fund category, and a net of 18,000 revenue and expenditure change in capital projects. Again, all of them are grants. Most of them are adjusting or carrying it forward from prior time period. Going on to the next page, 33 of the board book shows the current budget for the year, noting those budget notifications on the prior page. So relatively minor adjustments to Fund 1 and Fund 3. The net bottom line in the fund equity is just $150 increase in Fund 1 and carrying over to the total. The next page, page 34, shows the current actuals for the 11 months ending May 2025. We're 91.7% of the way through the year. We've had about $1.3 million increase in revenue in Fund 1, $2.2 million in all funds increase in revenue. 91% of our revenue has been recognized or received so far. So unless there's a big month in June, we're going to come in a little bit under the revenue. But in the expenditure side, Fund 1 expenditures for the past month were $3.9 million, a little higher than normal because there was a 3 payroll month. Salaries and wages in Fund 1 are right on target for the budget year to date. Benefits are significantly under at 84%, and current expenditures are even further under the target budget at 72% of the budgeted expenditures. So overall in Fund 1, we're at not 85% of budget, which is well under the 91.7% of the year that's been completed. For all funds, we had expenditures of $4.8 million. So at this time of year, our expenditures are exceeding revenues. We've recognized or expended 83% of the expenditures budgeted for the year. If you go down to the fund equity section in Fund 1, you see that we're still a little bit over year-to-date for revenue over expenses, but the accrued year-to-date fund equity dropped $3.5 million because our expenditures for the month were over the revenues for the month. But overall, it's a very good financial position for the 11th month of the year. The next page is the balance sheet, and it shows that we have a very healthy financial position of $25.6 million in investments in cash, which compares to $22.7 million last year and about $1.7 million less than last month. So good position for this point in the year. Are there any questions on the treasurer's report? Okay, we had 3 action items to consider today. The first is to approve the resolution for the 25-26 budget. So as I said earlier, the executive team and Carrie and the rest of the executive team have done an outstanding job preparing us for the budget, first with the capital budget meeting in April, and then the special meeting on May 14th for the operational budget. So we have all of the information. We've had our special meeting for the public. So I'd like to make the motion that we approve the budget as, approve the resolution for the budget on page 36 of our board book. I'd make that as a motion.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? A roll call, Angie?
Chuck Spargo,
Yes.
Ari Vay,
Yes.
Ryan Ziegler,
Yes.
Betty Brusky Malik,
Yes.
Tim Johnson,
Yes.
Rick Whitman.
Yes.
Okay, next, the Finance and Infrastructure Committee reviewed a resolution to authorize the issuance of not to exceed $6 million of general obligation promissory notes. These promissory notes will be used to fund a portion of the FY26 capital budget, as discussed at the April meeting. The funds will be used for paying the cost of acquiring movable equipment, construction, remodeling, and improvements to buildings. We considered that capital budget at the April 21st meeting and approved it, and it was wrapped into the total budget for today. So I make a motion that we authorize the issuance of the debt as stated in the resolution provided to the board, page 37 of our board packets.
And
I'll
is it-
second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Is there a resolution number? Is there,
It's
there's a
not-
number?
it's
Mine
not
is
in our-
Mike.
It's not in our board book. We don't have a resolution number at this time.
Okay, all right. Any other discussion? Roll call, Angie?
Kirsten Johnson,
Yes.
Chuck Spargo,
Yes.
Ari Vay,
Yes.
Ryan Ziegler,
Yes.
Betty Brusky Malik,
Yes.
Rick Whitman.
Yes.
Okay, and finally, the committee reviewed the three-year facilities plan. I think we all should have a copy of that at our place. Brad from Facilities reviewed that for us. The district is required to prepare and submit a three-year facilities plan to the Wisconsin Technical College System Board. The plan must be approved by the district board and submitted no later than August 1st of each year. Mid-State's plan is developed in coordination with college leadership and each department in alignment with our strategic plan. A copy of the summarized three-year plan can be found in the board materials in front of you. On page 2 of the document, there's a high-level executive summary followed by a detailed list of the FY26 projects. These projects were approved with the FY26 budget and will be completed in the coming fiscal year. Page 3 contains a summary of FY26, 27, and 28 by category. It is new construction, remodel, capital improvements, and leases. Note that the FY27 and 28 are potential future projects. This is a fluid document that is continually reviewed annually as community, business, and student needs change. As the committee has already reviewed the plan, I make a motion that we approve and submit the three-year plan to the WTCS state office.
I'll second.
There's a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I have one question on page 2. If you look at the bottom, it says the Adams campus, and then it's $2.7 million in Meta Center expansion and front office remodel.
We actually, the back part of the Adams campus, we actually called that the Ameta Plus part. The Ameta Plus was not only the existing, adding on to the Ameta building, but we actually had an Ameta plan for our Marshall campus and a Ameta plan for our Adams
Okay.
campus, because we really look at they can start there
Yep.
with that construction of welding and then go on.
Okay, that's
So that one half of the building is called the Ameta.
okay.
And this is where we got the grant.
Correct, the EDA
to
grant.
help
Yes,
fund that.
yes.
Could somebody comment on the 200,000 storage garage for Ameta?
Yep, so you had approved that. Brad, do you want to speak to that at all? Just that's a phase that we had from a storage standpoint at the Ameta Center, that we need to put up a garage to be able to keep the lawnmower there and other
Okay.
storage things, and so that has been approved to do that.
Where would that be situated?
We have the north side of the building, picture where the exhaust filter system is,
Okay.
just right off the north side.
Okay.
I said the parking lot there, a little bit blacked out there.
Is that near where we signed the beam? That last beam?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I wasn't there for the beam ceremony, so.
Shoot.
That was quite kind of exciting, wasn't it?
Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
we did that. It was very cool.
Thank you. Any other questions? So we have a motion and a second. Roll call, Angie?
You can do it, let's vote.
Oh, okay. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion passes.
Okay, so we had no information items, so that concludes the Finance and Infrastructure Committee report.
Okay, moving on to Academic and Student Services Committee.
I'll step in for Sheriff Becker. We had a program profile update for the cosmetology, barber technologist, and nail technician program. So great little update provided. Currently there's 123 students that are engaged in 6 different cohorts between those 3 programs. All of these are at 5-year highs for all 3 programs, so it's great growth and continued progress in there. Those programs currently have 2 full-time faculty, Stacy Brock and Holly Vanderloop, over a dozen part-time faculty and additional structural aides. Interesting piece behind this, one of the small number of programs within the college that also do generate revenue based on some of the offerings that they have. So full service salon is included with these programs. In your at your seats, you have a kind of a listing of offerings that are in here. I'm really surprised that Dr. Severson's face is not on here because I think he goes there once in a while, but that would be a good poster child for it. So maybe Chris needs to think about doing some modeling as well as a side job in there. But the salon revenue was a great over 19% increase. So great way to offset some of the expenses in the program and offer the educational opportunities for the students in those programs and provide a service to community. So great to see that. The upcoming 2025 fall cosmetology cohort is full. It has a waiting list of 6 on it already. As of early June, the nail technician cohort has just 2 openings and we expect it to be full coming into fall. And the barber technologist cohort is on a little bit different schedule. We finish in December of 2025 and a new one beginning in 2026. So we talked about the transportation in the van. Interesting little tidbit that was shared with us that the cosmetology students are also the second highest program that utilize the shuttle services as well. So in that, some recent events that have come out of this area, Dr. Mondyke talked about the Cuts for Kids in the Raptors meet and greet, which included those 80 free haircuts to kids in our community. So great little community service and engagement there. And then also around Mother's Day, the Mom and Me event on May 7th. So got to be able to celebrate Mother's Day, treating mom to salon services, lunch, cookie decorating classes, plant sale. And then it did generate a little bit of revenue also for the college, but more importantly, the experience in it. So neat little tidbit on 3 very successful programs that are run here at Midstate.
When do dads get their own program? How about dad and me?
Or Grandpa and me.
Or
Yeah.
grandpa and me?
There you go, Chris. You'll need to take that back.
What's a clipper design? Is that where they put like a
Mm-hmm. They
something?
could put a skull on your head, yeah. Mid-state pillars they could do, right?
Rick, if you do that, I will pay for it.
There you go.
That's a
Thank you.
challenge.
Good information. Is that it, Ryan?
And that was it.
Okay. Moving on to Human Resources and External Relations Committee. 2 items there. Karen briefed us on everything that's transpired already this summer and what's coming up. May 31st, there was the June Dairy Fest parade and 18 employees attended that. June 7th was Mid-State Day at the Races at, what was that called, where they smash them up?
Eve of destruction.
Eve of Destruction.
Karen sounds like she's been there more than once.
43 employees attended that. June 10th was the golf outing, the foundation golf outing, which we've heard of. It was cold, but apparently no rain. 44 employees participated in that. June 14th, this last Saturday, was Point Pride. This coming June 19th is Lunch by the River, sponsoring that, plus also having some Juneteenth bookmarks there as well for that day. June 21st is the Marshfield Pride. July 19th is Chalk the College. And there's a nice brochure out there, so if you know some chalk artists, they're looking to solicit some artists to do some chalk work on that Saturday, July 19th. And then August 6th is midnight at the Rafters. Now, is there a theme yet? Last year was like the whiteout, wasn't it?
It was.
Why not? There is no theme this year.
That it hasn't been disclosed yet, or that there will be no theme?
There's no theme.
No theme.
Free to
All
do
right,
whatever
that's
you
the
want.
theme. The theme is no theme.
Do whatever you want.
The Rafters is August 6th. And I think you have on your sheet that if you can attend, please let Angie know, because they have to get tickets for that. So always a fun time at the
We need a
ballpark.
little
So.
bit of advance because we order shirts for everybody.
Yeah, bring your family. Bring your family.
Yeah, a lot. And then the picture out on the field is wonderful as well. So great night. I'll miss it. And then secondly, we got an update from Craig on the CDL program. Now the CDL program is just operated out of the Workforce and Economic Development Division at this time. And it's in partnership with Draxler Transport out of Marshfield, using their trucks. Very economical for us in terms of not having to own and service all of the trucks there. Midstate delivers the theory online. It's about 24 to, it takes the average, I guess the average person 24 to 30 hours to complete that instruction. However, somebody was on Adderall or something and did it in 15 hours. So it's possible. But anyway, then results so far, we've had 5, and this is done with employers that want their employees to get their CDL. So we've had 5 employees successfully complete the program. So that's both the online 24 to 30 hours roughly, as well as 30 hours behind the wheel training. So we've had 5 employees successfully complete the program and pass the CDL test. So I'm sure those employers are very, very happy to have those new capabilities, those new skills. The program was limited a little bit by having just initially one part-time driving instructor. That's been expanded to 3 part-time driving instructors now. The sweet spot is apparently 2 to 3 students, employees per month in terms of getting through the program. So Craig's pleased with where we are right now, and looking at for now that we've kind of got the proof of concept out there and getting the results, looking to actively promote this to employers. So a great innovative way to deliver this in our area. That's all I have from the Human Resources Committee. Committee of the Whole. Chuck, do you want any comments about the budget discussion during Committee of the Whole? I think you've covered it.
Yeah.
All right. That's all we had for that. And now I would entertain a motion to go into closed session.
Something.
We have
Second.
a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, Angie?
Ari Bailey,
Yes.
Ryan Ziegler,
Yes.
Betty Christie Malik,
Yes.
Ken Johnson,
Yes.
Chuck Spargo,
Yes.
Rick Burton.
Yes. Okay, we are now in open session. In closed session, I can say that we discussed employment, promotion, compensation, and performance evaluation data. We took no action. With that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.